Good morning, beautiful people. How are we doing today? What's up? Let's jump into the game. PokeMMO, how are we feeling? I don't have anything crazy to planned, I guess. I really rushed into stream, honestly, today because I was working on big projects this morning. I've been working on a big video in the background for a while now called all of the PokeMMO custom changes that people need to know. And so I'm going to put out that as soon as possible. I got that exported and edited this morning. I was also working on the Kanto storyline guide. That's exporting right now as we speak. And then I had to also rush out all the upcoming events. If you go watch like before the stream, all the upcoming events this week, May 21st to May 26th, you can hear like the rushness in my voice where I like know that I'm late to a live stream, and I'm like, oh man, we gotta get through this, guys. Like we gotta let people know, because there's actually a shiny Patrouski catch event in 26 minutes. So for people who are interested in that, good luck to you. I will not be participating in it today. I'm going to be largely shiny hunting in the Safari Zone today. We're 63,000 encounters dry. We are going to go big or go home. Hopefully not go home. Probably going to spend most of my time in the Johto Safari Zone, so there's a lot of good spots there. The best place to shiny hunt Lapras in the entire game is in the Johto Safari Zone. The best place to shiny hunt for Riolu is in the Safari Zone. However, that's a little more complicated because you can only catch Riolu on a certain day. We'll see if that lines up. Probably not. I might go check Shuckles and Hoenn for a little bit, just because obviously, I love Shuckle so much. It'd be crazy to have a second one. I don't know, it'd be for fun. That's pretty much it. We'll see what else happens. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you're watching it for background content. Remember to like it. It helps out tremendously. Other than that, have a great day. Enjoy PokeMMO. What's up, fellas? Yo, I haven't played PokeMMO since around December 2022. Is there an easy way to check all the major changes? The best way is probably going to go to the PokeMMO forums and browse through the update posts and just go back through each. There's not going to be that many. I mean, there's probably like 10 or 12 or so since 2022. Which is probably like 3 or 4 major updates a year. Something like that would be my guess. Not including events. So I would go back and check the update post. Probably your best way to get the biggest rundown. Now, it's not going to be perfect. There are things that get put into the game that aren't covered in update post. Like Secret Shinies is a big one that I can think of. There's been more updates. Oh, I would say there's been more updates over the past 2 years than there was for the previous 10. So, in my opinion, between 2022 and 2024, we literally saw more major updates than all of 2012 to 2022. There's been so many updates and so many, because I think the game's been growing a lot. And I think that the devs have been working harder than ever and doing more than ever in response to the game's growth, in my personal opinion. All right, we're going to be focusing on Safari Shunting today. And the cool thing about that, I have to do this weirdly. One sec. I can't put this spin rack in my account box, and it makes it really awkward because I use the spin rack. I want my account box to be like my utility box, but I use my spin rack for that. But it's a catch event Pokemon, so it gets a gift Pokemon. So I actually can't put it. It can't be traded, so I can't give it to my other account, if that makes sense. So it can't go in the account box. Kind of a pain in the butt. Anyways, what I was saying. The cool thing with Safari Zone Shunting is you don't need Pokemon to catch Pokemon, right? So I can just go ahead and lead with a Flame Body Pokemon, pop 5 eggs, and then she'll hatch eggs in the Safari Zone while also shunting for a rare shiny, which feels pretty cool. Is there an estimate on raids coming? Not from the devs, but I can give an estimate, but it's just an estimate from a player, so, don't take it with any huge, word of law, right? My estimate comes from seeing alphas be very similar. They also use the anniversary events, or the Lunar New Year event, I believe. I think it was the anniversary event. They used the anniversary event around a year or 2 ago to test alpha swarms, the same way they used the Lunar New Year event to test raids, right? And that took them around, I think it was 3 to 4 months, 2 to 4 months maybe, post alpha that event. So I would say it should be around 2 to 4 months for the release of raids. So I would guess we're going to see raids in, I think, June or July this year, hopefully. But that's once again a guesstimate based off of previous mechanics and experiences, and that's just a guesstimate. Not gonna lie, you have some big balls to shut in the Safari Zone. I think it's maybe even the opposite of big balls. It's small. No, I think it's you just stop caring. I think the more OT shinies you have, I have 36 OT shinies. When I had 4 OT shinies, I was like, oh, I'm never shunning the Safari Zone, right? But after you get 20 or 30, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I think the more OT shinies you have, you're kind of I don't care. Let's risk it. Makes for a better story. I feel like you pursue more crazy shinies the more you get to have those stories to be told. Apathy, that's it. I think it's a somewhat apathy, somewhat more you're open to the risk, you're open to the craziness, which I think is kind of fun, honestly. It makes for It makes for good content, in my opinion. I like shunting the Safari Zone. My encounter counter is not counting fast enough, though. Sometimes the encounters are so fast in the Safari Zone that the encounter counter literally can't keep up because there's faster animations. You can see this. It's like not counting any of these. I'll have to manually add those in a sec, but yeah, like Safari Zone encounters are actually a little bit faster than normal single encounters, which I think is really interesting and worth noting. Hey Pat, quick question. If you get a Shalpha and kill it, will it respawn as a shiny again? I've seen a developer say yes to this, but I don't think anyone's tested it. Which, I mean, if you encounter a shiny alpha and you want to test that, good luck to you. But if it doesn't, you're probably not getting compensated. So I don't think anybody wants to be the guinea pig for that test. Joke Man said, how much does the average Safari Zone shunt cost? I actually have no idea. It's like really cheap. Because it's only 500 Pokeyen, right? To go like, I've never even thought about that because the cost is probably so inconsequential. I'm trying to think how you would. I'd have to see how many encounters I get per trip. We can actually let's calculate it. Let's next safari trip. Let's calculate it. All right, this should be perfect. I'm at 63,460 encounters exactly. I'm gonna go in and see how many encounters I can get. We're gonna go to the Meadowland just to check if Riolu's there. But even then, so we're gonna use all of these steps to try to get as many encounters. But now, I don't have a swarm Pokemon. I would do slightly better if I had a swarm Pokemon, but I'm hatching eggs, so keep that in mind. But I want to see if we can get an idea of an average cost. Okay, also I'm getting so unlucky on these steps. Wow. I want to get an idea. Really? Over 100 steps almost? 100 steps? No encounter? Wow. I want to get an estimate of the how much it would cost to go for a Safari Shunt on average. I can't believe it's that much. Okay, we're on the final 3 steps here, and we counted all of the encounters that Gillen's encounter counter didn't track, and it missed 5 encounters. For whatever reason, the Safari Zone encounters are so fast that they actually, like, break Gillen. So if we add those 5, we got 35 encounters in that one Safari trip. So you're paying 500 Pokeyen for 35 encounters. Obviously, it's not like an average. We literally just did one test. But let's break down the math. So that'd be 30k divided by 35 and then times 500 Pokeyen, right? Is the math. So yeah, you're spending like, I mean, honestly, it's more Pokeyen than I expected, to be fair. But like 428k Pokeyen, maybe like 400 to 500,000 Pokeyen per Safari Shiny Hunt. It's honestly more Pokeyen than I expected, hilariously, but still pretty cheap in the grand scheme of a Shiny Hunt. But not free. Like, I thought, you know, it's honestly a lot harder than I expected. Not free like times 5 horde near PC would be, you know. Okay, this is actually probably worth a clip because I know a lot of people have issues with this, which sucked. It's an annoying tech issue to have to deal with, but a lot of people claim that my Discord link is expired, and I can confirm that it's not. We always have new people flooding in, and I've tested it myself. It is not expired in the YouTube description or Twitch description. If you want to join my Discord, go check it out. However, there is a like safety clause in my Discord server because we have so many like people, and sometimes we'll get like bots or like hate raids or whatever, right? So there is a clause where it's like if your Discord account is, I think, less than 2 weeks old, it won't let you join. So if you're creating a Discord account just to join my server, firstly, thank you. That's like a huge honor. Hopefully you actually find it helpful. And then secondly, yeah, make sure your account is 2 weeks old. And other than that, like the link should work. It should be totally good. Otherwise people wouldn't be able to join all the time. But I love my Discord. My Discord is fantastic, not because of me. I always say my Discord is self-sustained by the community that's in it and ran by my moderators. There is so much helpful information in there. If you're trying to complete your Pokedex, you need Pheno pings. You can like get pinged on the server if you sign up for that role. We'll never spam ping you for stuff. You can sign up for roles like the stream role to get pinged whenever I go live on stream. You can sign up for the Pheno role if you're trying to complete your Pokedex. You can always unsign up for it if you're done. Alpha swarms, for example, you can get pinged for that. Tons of like useful information during events. If you're looking for people to play events with or looking to make a lot of Pokeyen during events, my Discord is probably the most helpful during events, to be totally honest. So Jake asked, how do I get a GM to trade evolve with me? So you can ask CMs, like community managers in global chat, to help you with the trade evolution if you really need it, which is really nice of them to do. At the same time, keep in mind a lot of Pokemon that have item evolutions you can actually, they updated it so you can just use the item on it. A really good example is Scizor. You no longer need to trade to evolve Scizor. You just use a metal coat on a Scyther and that will evolve it. So that was a really nice quality of life change that we can now take advantage of. I really like this question. Someone said, what's the rarest egg hunt? And what I mean is an egg hunt that no one does, rarest in quantity in game. I feel like maybe Skitty. Skitty kind of, but Skitty's kind of cheap, so some people actually do go for it. The genuinely rarest egg hunt, in my opinion, someone said Kecleon. I think it's Carnivine. Nobody fucking cares about Carnivine, and that shit is an egg hunt. For all the Carnivine fans out there, like, the only way you get shiny Carnivine other than egg hunting is very rare encounter, extremely hard to catch in the Safari Zone. Like, this is insane. Blue Basculin, I feel like, used to be the big answer there, but Blue Basculin got added to more wild encounters. Now you can, like, go catch Blue Basculin at Route 1 in Unova and, like, some other... They added it to wild encounters. I don't know if it was, like, a glitch before that there wasn't any or what happened, but Blue Basculin used to be the crazy one. Is Safari Week actually next month? I never remember. I never know when we'll be on June. I never remember when Safari Week is. For those who don't know, Safari Week is like a Pokemon, like not even Pokemon, but like a Pokemon community thing where you just really encourage everybody to shiny hunt in the Safari Zone across like all Pokemon games, like across like Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Fire Red, PokeMMO. I usually do it in every year. Every year it's like a 1 week thing where you just shiny hunt in the Safari Zone and hope for the best and have a lot of fun. Hilariously, the only problem with doing it in PokeMMO is that PokeMMO is probably, it's either the most boring or most exciting game to shut in the Safari Zone. Because the reality is, every single year that I've done the Safari Week, which I think is 2 years, you just run back and forth and get nothing. And that's the whole week. Like, it's not, most, like, the odds are you're not getting anything. Because the shiny rate's so low, right? But if you do, 1 year, it's going to be super exciting. Alrighty, fellows, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome back to another geography stream. I am terrible at geography, so thanks to our sponsor, Oso, he's giving me a test, okay? If I can get over 60% of the states correct, I will get 10 gifted subs. If not, then I just get embarrassed on stream. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not feeling... With Montana as the start, I'm not feeling 60%, but we'll see what I can do. Okay, hear me out. 52% in the fucking place that I live in. Okay, I actually got the hardest start possible. That's my copium excuse for why I did so bad on that one. That was the worst I've like ever done on the states test. All right, next up is European countries. If someone said over 45% equals 10 gifted, let's see if we can do Europe better. Okay, today just wasn't my day. That's what we're gonna. Oh my god, this is the worst I've ever done on my. I'm already really bad at geography. This is the worst I've ever scored. Thank fuck. I don't have to be a student and I can be a YouTuber. Oh my god, I would be so doomed. Oso still gifting 10 subs out of absolute pity after those abysmal scores. Thank you so much, Oso. I appreciate it and for the fun idea. I don't know if I definitely wasn't deserving of that, but thank you so much. Here, this safari trip will go to a different location. Someone said Marshland can have Shuckle. I don't know if it's there right now, but I want to go check. Is it just over in this patch? I don't know like which patch to go to. Let's check it out. Let's see what encounters are here. Dude, unironically, exploring the Johto Safari Zone, like day 1 of Johto's release, was some of the most fun I think I had in PokeMMO. It was aim back up here in a while. It was so cool to see like what new spawns and like what was available in the Safari Zone. There were literally so many unique ones in Johto that it was like a really, really interesting Safari Zone to be released. Oh shit, it's actually Riolu. Okay, I didn't expect it to actually be Riolu Day in the Safari Zone, but it actually is. Okay, this is really sick. That means that we can shut down for Riolu. So during Riolu Day, which is I think is like a random day of the week, I don't know if it like ever lines up, I'm not sure. The most efficient way to shiny hunt Riolu in the entire game is hilariously in the Safari Zone at this spot. Safari Zone Johto in the Meadow Zone specifically. So always try to keep an ear out if it's Riolu Day. Back-to-back Riolu encounters, for example. The cool thing about it as well is it's nighttime right now. Shunting specifically at nighttime is really good because the Riolu can be asleep, and that increases your chance to catch it drastically, which is really nice because it'd be really terrifying to see one run away. Something cool, Wednesday, aka tomorrow. Well, it's Tuesday as I'm recording. Tomorrow is going to be Stream Recap 100, which is pretty cool. I've obviously done way more stream recaps than that, but I used to reset the stream recap. Like, so if there was like I think I started doing stream recaps back in like September or something, and then I would do like stream recaps like 1 through 30 or something, and then the Halloween event would hit, and I would do like, oh, Halloween stream recap days 1 through 7, and then reset after that, and like do like. But I think I'm gonna try to keep this like number going and see how many I can get like in a row on this streak. It should be a lot of fun on it. I probably have made like 150 or something stream recaps at this point, which is pretty cool. Let me switch out my eggs really quick. Wait, I didn't know this. Wait, okay. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't as well. This tree is a secret PC. What? Why? Why is that the case? So if you click on this tree from the left side, it's a PC. Thank you guys for telling. You can't see it? I'm being trolled. That's so weird. I beg your pardon? Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. That is wild. Well, thanks for the... Now I know, chat. How do richest charms come into the game? The 100% prices have gone way up, usually through events. So during like Lunar New Year event and stuff specifically, or like anniversary events, all the richest charms like go down in price to around 45k, maybe like 35k for 50%, and then they always go up because people use the fuck out of them for Jimmy runs, and they will always... They're a pretty consistent investment, honestly, if you buy them during the event and at that price. Someone else said, "What's a good Frisk Thief item to farm for Pokeyen aside from Amulet Coin?" I'm a huge fan of Flame Orb because Heatmore has a fantastic shiny, and you probably make around 120k per hour. I have a video talking about that. I love Flame Orb farming. That's a good one. Heatmore is an underrated shiny. JM got second place in the Patrouski catch event. I was really hoping he got first, man, but congratulations to him too. Second is fantastic. He caught a 171 total score in the Patrouski event. It's so cool to see someone. I love seeing people in my chat, in my community, like either win or do really well in the catch events. That's fantastic. Congratulations to him. First place got 173. Gotcha. Why do people still shiny hunt in the Safari Zone when the Pokemon might flee when you meet a shiny? If I want to something like Riolu, shouldn't I use lore? No, the best way to shiny hunt Riolu, like statistically the best way, even if it runs, is in the Safari Zone. Even if you consider like the chance of running, from my understanding with the calculations, it's like a I think it's like a 20% or so, or 20 or 30. It's like decently high to get it in the Safari Zone, and then I think you have a 60% chance of catching it if it's asleep. It is statistically the best way to hunt for Riolu now is in the Johto Safari Zone, which is very funny. But so yeah, they're just certain shinies that are super efficient to shunt in the Safari Zone. Even then, a lot of people still won't do it because obviously the mental damage of losing a shine in the Safari Zone. Look at how many reels I just got back to back. Wow, the mental damage of losing a shine in the Safari Zone is too great for a lot of people, which is super fair. I was saying earlier in the stream that for people like oh my god, all those Riolus, for people like myself who have like 36 OT shinies, you just stop caring as much, which is funny, but it's true. You're like, you know what, I have this many OT shinies, I don't mind if I lost a shiny at this point. I'd rather take the risk and have the more interesting story than have like another guaranteed time swipe horde shiny, you know. So once you play the game enough, I think you start to enjoy Safari Shunting, which sounds insane and probably kind of is a little bit. But I mean, when I had like 4 OT shinies, I was like, oh yeah, I'm never stepping in the Safari Zone, even for a catch event, because that sounds like a nightmare to run into a shiny and see it flee. The more you go, the more you're like, you know what, go big or go home, let's risk it. Okay, food take of the day. I should be sponsored for this one. Food take of the day. I hate how fucking tasty Texas Roadhouse is. It is actually stupid, but this place is good in my opinion. And there's it can be kind of expensive. However, there's a really good deal. It's called like is it early bird special or something like that? There's some deal where if you go from like, it's like before like 2 to 6 p.m. Sorry, 3 to 6 p.m. I actually found it. 3 to 6 p.m. you can get like a small steak with like 2 sides. What I got recently. I recently got like an 8-ounce steak or something, or 8-ounce steak or whatever, with like mashed potatoes and French fries for like $12 or $13. Like, it is actually a sick deal for like the same cost as like a Wendy's meal. You like get like an 8-ounce, 6-ounce steak and 2 sides, and it was fucking tasty as shit. You get bomb sauces. I really can't recommend. That's my food take of the day, is Texas Roadhouse. As funny as it can be, and cringe at times, they have some killer food, I'll say it. I have a question with the encounter counter. The normal rate is 1 out of 30,000, but with charm it should be 1 out of 27k. So it changed the hunt from 30 hours to around 27 hours. You can actually lower it, obviously, if you do donator status and shiny charm. it lowers the rate to 1 out of 24,300. So if you do times 5 hordes with Charm and Dono pop the entire time, which is very expensive, you can save 6 hours on average, but it's not really worth doing for times 5 hordes. For like egg hunts and stuff, it kind of becomes worth, in my opinion, to save time. Like super tough hunts. I don't even pop charms for single encounter hunting usually, unless I'm doing it for fun. It's not really worth efficiency wise, in my opinion. You can get it as low as like 24 hours or whatever on average for a 25 for a times 5 horde hunt. Or you could credit card swipe mom's credit card, buy a bunch of mysterious premier balls, and spend like $2,000, but get a Shalpha within like 2 hours, which is disgusting. Fuck, I'm out of eggs. Oh, that kind of blows. Well, it wasn't in the eggs again, fellas. Unfortunate. What are you gonna do? One day we'll have an egg shiny. Okay, went to Hoenn to check the Shuckles. We got a 2 times 31. Wait, and it's timid. That's actually good with the 31 speed and male. That's actually a sick Shuckle. We'll take it, dude. That's awesome. Alrighty, it is officially 3:52 p.m., which means it is time for me to end my stream. Sorry for the raiders that just came in, but me and my fiance are gonna do a little lunch special over at it's just Roadhouse. So thanks for watching. Hopefully the stream was fun. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Like it if it was, dislike if it wasn't. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow the streams on Twitch and on YouTube for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond and support my channel, if I've earned it from you, if my content has been helpful enough or entertaining enough in the background, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations really do allow me to be here. Couldn't be here without that kind of support. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, thanks so much for watching the entire video all the way to the end. I really appreciate that, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. And I also want to quickly say extra thank you to everybody whose name is on this list and goes above and beyond and allows me to do what I do. Thank you very much. Have a good one.